Good evening. My name is Fatah Wulansa, a student of UMGC, course title Data 625, Section 9080, Summer Class 2025. The title of my presentation is Forecasting Carbon Dioxide Emissions, and I'm going to be using the time series analysis in Tableau. My presentation today is going to try to answer the question, global carbon dioxide emission decreases or increases with higher population growth and higher GDP growth. And the rationale behind this is that there have been a lot of concern over climate change and how carbon dioxide emission contributes to that. Figure 1, I'm going to be looking at China and United States and how their carbon dioxide emissions differ over the years. Starting from 1950, we can see that both countries have increased carbon dioxide emission, and United States is forecasted to have a decreased carbon dioxide emission by 4,357 in 10 years, which is 2036. China, on the other hand, is forecasted to have about 15,607 metric tons carbon dioxide emission in the next 10 years, which is 2036. My next figure is figure 2, which look at the GDP growth over time. And here I chose France and United States, and we can see that from 1950, both of these countries have their GDP growth increases, with United States having the largest growth. And my forecast here indicates that by 2036, France will have an estimated GDP growth of about 9 trillion. And the United States is forecasted to have on about $24 trillion GDP growth. My next figure is cement CO2 emissions, and I'm taking Mongolia as an example. Forecasting Mongolia to cement CO2 emissions starting from the 1960s, see that it has been increasing, and then a little bit decline around 1900 and 2000s, and continue to increase. And my forecast for the next 10 years, which is 2035, is going to be about 1.249 metric tons cement carbon emissions. My next figure is figure 4. Figure 4, this is not a forecast, but this is just to see whether there's a correlation between population growth and carbon dioxide emission. And I'm taking Canada for an example. We can see that there's a positive correlation between the population growth in Canada and carbon dioxide emission. And then the next figure is figure 5, which compares GDP growth versus carbon dioxide emission. And here I took China an example again, and we can see that by 1950, China only have carbon dioxide emission of 79 metric tons. And then by 2022, they have about 11,000 carbon dioxide emission. And we can see that as the GDP grow, carbon dioxide emission also grow as well. My conclusion is that unless aggressive carbon policies are enacted, carbon dioxide emission will likely continue to rise with population growth and GDP growth. And this is to tell us that those who are concerned with the environmental economics as well as sustainability of the environment will see this insights very helpful and very relevant. These are the references I use for the presentation, and I thank you very much for watching. Thank you.